Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new part on the painting tutorial of Angron. This is going to be, if I'm not wrong, part 7, and we are going to paint the sword, okay? I don't know if I will do 2 weapons. I think I will do 1 video per weapon, even if the videos are a little bit short. I think we'll make it more interesting as the weapons are completely different. We have an axe and a sword, and I think I will use different styles for each. Okay, so we start with the sword. If you want to know how I arrived to this point, please check the videos I did before, the previous parts if you have not seen them, and I hope you are ready here to enjoy another painting tutorial. Let's start. So as I said, I want to do this video on the sword, and what I want to do here is I want to make here like a fiery effect on these skulls, like, and then I will paint the blade in black, like if it's like, yeah, black stone, something like that. So we are going to start applying yellow. I will do the glowing effect on these skulls. So I will start applying yellow because I want this to be bright, and you can see it's quite thin, so it's what I'm looking for, that the yellow accumulates in the crevices and not on the top of the skulls. Okay, so I'm going to do this on all these parts, okay, like that. On the other side I will most likely do 2 layers to ensure that I have a nice and solid yellow in the crevices, and once this is done I will come for the next step. Okay, so this is how it looks like when the yellow has dried, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the black, and I'm going to do this all around this yellow part, and I will do everything. So we can start from, I will use, you can see it's quite thin, but then when we get close to the yellow, I want to be careful that I don't go into the yellow part. I will do 2 because I will do 2 layers because I want a quite solid black, okay, but go thin. Okay, you can see I will leave, doesn't matter if you leave a big space because we are going to cover this in orange and browns later on. I just want to have to look how this will look like. Okay, so we do this in black, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so this. Okay, so I keep doing that, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, so this is how the sword looks like now. I'm going to do a dry brush with Fire and Dragon Bright. Okay, on the zone where we have the skulls. I want to go quite heavy, so I call it dry brush, but in reality I go quite heavy on that. The main purpose is to pop up the skeletons. Then I just go leaving the yellow. You can see I don't care if I didn't know the black work. The main objective is to do correctly the part of the skeletons. The part of the skulls. Okay. I just put the black to see how the contrast will look like. But I was assuming that I will redo the black later on. Okay, you can see I went quite heavy, but I wanted to keep the yellow in the crevices, and I think it worked as expected. Okay, let's clean the brush. Now you have to dry it very well because I'm going to do a secondary brushing this time with the false layer orange. We'll go darker. Going quite well the brush. This one you want to be less heavy. So and as well we go over the schools. Okay, we do like that. We do the same, you can see. Sometimes it seems that you are not doing anything, but you can see that, well, I don't know the camera will appreciate, but there is a big difference between this side and this side. My sons are screaming on the room next to me. I guess they are playing some type of game. You can see I do this. You just want to build up the color little by little. Okay. And here it comes the thing. Next is if you want to go into the red direction or into the black direction. I prefer to go, you can go in brown. So I will do just one red that is very close to orange. It is a Wild Rider red. This one you want to be very soft. As you can see, is the one giving this contrast. This is enough, more than enough. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. As I see, I want to make, I'm going to take again yellow. But this time I'm going to look for a yellow contrast. So I'm going to use now Angron yellow, that is a contrast paint. I will dilute it a little bit and I will apply it. Okay, be careful because I dirty a little bit the yellow. So I'm going to put it over. Like that. Okay, I'll keep it like that. Now I wait that this dries and I'm back for the next step. Okay, this is how it looks like now that the contrast has dried. Now I'm going to use Rhinos Hide, Corax, black Corax. We are going to use well the oranges. to start cleaning up all this and define more the orange part. So I'm going to start with the nose height, and I will apply it in the middle of these parts. Okay, to start defining more where I want the darker parts. Okay, this will help to see. I will go to the edge at this moment. Later on we are going to do the edge, but I want to start defining where I want to be darker or where I want to be okay, like that. And then you can do, for example, this part here. And we are going to do the same in both sides of the weapon. So here I will work on one side, and you can imagine that the other side of the weapon will be done in the same way. So let's do the other side now. Okay, the intention is to clean up all this, the dry brush that went in the places that I don't want it at this moment. Because here I want better definition. Okay, something like that. Then here I'm going to do as well. And I will take no Corax in that places. And again I go back to brown. I will do this. I like to spend time on the weapons, especially on these big monsters, because I think these are a focal part of the miniature. It's an important part of the miniature, and you want to I think it's important to give some additional love to the weapon. You can see I'm using a mixture. I don't care too much if I'm using Linux or Corax brown at the end. Here on this part I will use no Corax. It's Corax, so it's, let me just to be sure I give you the right name. Corvus, sorry, no Corax, Corvus Black. This is what I'm using. I like Corvus Black more than Abaddon Black. It's a little bit greyish. I like more because it's a little bit off black. Okay, like that. And this one I want to make it darker. Okay, we have that, like that. Now I'm going to use a light brown, it's quack brown. I think it's this one, the one I'm going to use. Quack brown. As I said, you can transition with red or you can transition with browns to red. And as I want to keep this orange look, I have the feeling that I will do now the edge, okay? Because I want to do two parts in orange. I want to do, sorry if the plane is in the background, but it's have the window open and you can hear quite nicely quite well the planes when it's open. So I'm going to apply this like that. Okay, I want to do as well. These things in the weapon. Okay. Then I will also do a little bit next to the orange pear. And you can use some Rhinos hide. But the idea is to create like a blooming area around this, but combining the squag brown and the Rhinos hide. Sorry. I want to do some parts a little bit sharper. Then I go with the squag brown if I see that it's too dark next to the orange. You can see that then the other thing you can do if you are missing a little bit of contrast is use a little bit of yellow, and we can add a little bit of the yellow in the crevices. Okay, it's the same yellow we used at the beginning. It's very thin, so but this will help me so to make them look a little bit more. Especially want to go into the skull eyes. If in some cases you see that it's too bright, the yellow, you can put a little bit of orange. But in the eye of the skulls, I really want to put this yellow. Okay, be sure that the yellow it is very thin, because naturally then will go, if it's very thin, will go, you can see along. You don't need to make too much effort, it will flow to the crevices directly. And on top, when it dries, you will lose a little bit of the intensity. If you put too much, you always can suck a little bit off. Okay, then I can use a little bit of the orange I have in my palette. To increase. That's it. Okay, let's keep working now. What I was doing, I go back to the browns. I want to increase the definition. I include this glowing effect. Okay, I will keep working on the edge now. Then one thing I want to do on the edge is I will make these cuts more visible by exaggerating them like that. Right? And then I will go on this. And we are going to do that. And we are going to do this. Okay. I think I will do just part of it for the sake of saving time in the video. I will just do, because you can see that the tip of the blade will go in the same way, right? Okay. What I want to do next, I will take an orange and then you go next to it with orange. The orange is very thin at this moment. Okay, and if you have the feeling that your edge highlighting is too thick, you always come with a little bit of Reynolds height and you just trim it a little bit. I will take a lighter orange because I want to be brighter, to be fair. So I will use now Fire Dragon Bright. I was using the other one, the Fire Slayer orange. I will use a little bit of Fire Dragon Bright. So I want this to be brighter. Okay. Like that. Okay. So you can see that it's like a triple highlight. Brown, Fire Slayer, and at the end you go with Fire Dragon Bright. Okay, you do the same on the other side, so there is not much to say here. Okay, so I will put now the camera in fast track, so you can see a little bit more how I'm working on this, and then I will do this the rest of the sword off.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
At night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.
So this how looks like this side of this sword. Now I will work the same on the other side, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so this is how the sword is looking right now. Okay, both sides. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one, Ariel yellow, and we are going to make some bright points on the blade, especially on the spiky parts, just to create a little bit more, to add some more variation to this edge highlight, because it looks quite okay. I have as well Fire Dragon bright, sorry, I can also use it to soften, but I like to put this yellow bright parts to make the edge of the blade more interesting. I can put a little bit here. And especially this part here. This is up to everyone how much you can want to put of yellow. You can see that when the yellow dries, it's less bright. Okay, do like that, and do another one here. And we're going to do similar thing on the other side. We can put a little bit here. The energy is accumulating next to this damage on this. And go like that. And here what I will do, when I put it thick with the yellow, I will take darker orange. I will go next to the yellow. There's the first layer orange. It's a little bit transparent. But it's okay because it helped me on making this type of transitions. The idea is to put this, I like to put this type of, like if there is a lot of energy accumulated at the edge of the sword. So I do the same on the other side and I'm back. Okay, so this is how the sword is looking like now. And now we are going to paint the handle ornament with Retributor armor. Okay, so we are going to make it look like brass, but I think in the weapon I will not do the rust effect. I will keep it clean. So I apply Retributor armor and I'm back. Okay, so I have done the gold part here, but wait that this dry. So while this is dry, I'm going to use Reno's Hide, the same that we have used on, and I will highlight a little bit this in brown, the handle. Okay, I will do this side, and then as usual I do a part, and then there you can imagine. Then I use a Squag Brown, the two same colors that I use for the sword blade, and I put it there. Then we can use again Reno's Hide, or you can use Corvus black to go into the. I want to keep the rest the inner parts quite dark. I didn't want to give too much. Okay, I will do like that. Here I did on the nail, that's not a problem. I have some grey on my palette. I'm going to do the other side and I'm back. Okay, I have glued the sword to the rest. Okay, you can see it's quite nicely integrated. I will need to put some of the tubes, I think, here. Need to check on the assembly instructions, but before that I want to put a wash on the gold now. Okay, and I'm going to use not Agvax Air Shade, I will use this one, Raglan Flay Shade. Okay, you can see here, sorry, my brush is in the middle. And we are going to wash the gold with that. Okay, so we don't need a very detailed brush to do that. We can take quite a big one, and we just do this over the golden guard of the weapon. And this part I will not add rust, okay? I will then do some highlight after that, but I will keep it differently than the armor. Okay, so I do as well the other side. I glue because this can be done now easily, but the other part was much easier to do. All the streamlining and all the edge highlighting was easier to do before assembling the sword to the... This way I also keep the axe unglued. I know if you want to play with them, some people prefer to glue all the parts, but for painting I think it's better to have it not glued. So now I will wait that this dries and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so this is how it looks like after the white card dry. Okay, and now next step I'm going to use Auric Armor Gold to do some highlights. Okay, I will keep this a little bit more shiny than the other dress, so I will go on the edges like that, and I will add some Auric Armor Gold. Okay, we do like that. And I keep doing this. Okay. Now we are going to do this. Here. Okay, and what we are going to do next, I'm going to take a silver color with use this one, the silver from miniature paint. It's quite a big pot. And gold, I always like to have the last highlight gold with a little bit of silver touch. Not everywhere. And if it's too visible, I take again Auric Armor Gold and I go over it. Okay, we play with the two colors. Like that. It's a little bit too visible, so I come with the Auric. And I soften it a little bit. There is Auric Armor Gold and Silver mix. I go here in that edge, and here on this ring we'll put a little bit of silver here. Okay, I'll take again gold. That. Okay, and then now I'm going to do the other side and I'm back. So we have finalized the highlights, and with that I finalized the work on the sword, okay, on the blade basically. And here we finalize another part on the painting of Angron. So next part I'm going to do now the sister weapon, that is the axe. Okay, so we are going to paint the axe in the next painting. So I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope you have liked what you have seen. Please give a like, share if you think other people can be interested. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.